Welcome back to this week's episode of UMass Yak Back. I'm your host, Christine Swalia, and we've got a great show planned for you guys. First up, we're going to be talking about United Airlines and how they're not doing so hot right now. Then we're going to be doing two twofers. One, we're going to be talking about Botox and Netherlands game show. And then in the last one, we'll be talking about some wacky things going on with fast food chains. Stay tuned. Welcome, Yackers. This segment, we're going to be talking about United Airlines and a couple of the controversies going on lately. Here to talk about it, we have Allie, Kate, and Jenna. There's two current controversies. There's the leggings one, and then there is
the police brutality one.
The guy off of the plane one. Kate, care to explain either?
I can't say I know much about the leggings one, but I saw the video of the police dragging the guy off the United Airlines plane, and that was horrible and brutal. Apparently they overbooked the flight, and everybody showed up, and they kept trying to get volunteers to give up their seats, but obviously, nobody wants to give up their seat on the plane that they pay to go on. It's usually you need to be somewhere, but so eventually they said fine and chose one guy randomly and dragged him off the plane, which was, they called the police and had the police drag him physically off the plane and beat him up. He
smashed his face in.
Yeah, it was all bloody.
Blood everywhere.
It was horrible.
And they had to board the plane so they could clean up all the blood before they let people back on.
Yeah.
They had to wait in the terminal. Apparently, it wasn't just that they overbooked it, but they needed to put their own people on, a crew on that plane in order so that the crew could fly in a different plane wherever that was landing. So they basically were kicking off a passenger for the crew.
I mean, but in that case, they should have, reserved spots for the crew who need to be there and sell only as many tickets as they can fit people on the plane. It's that's the thing, okay, I've, haven't been kicked off a plane, but I've definitely showed up for a plane on time. They're oh, we've already all boarded, it's too bad someone got your seat. And the airlines do that. They overbook the flights, and then if it's already full by the time you get there, it's your seat is gone. They don't care. It was.
Yeah, I would say it's just kind of freaky because it's one, if you're going on a trip in a plane, you really need to be somewhere. You don't casually take a plane ride somewhere unless you have some serious plans or if you're really wealthy. And then also, I feel a plane is such a scary environment. That would really freak me out because it's somewhere that's I feel it's really important for the passengers to feel safe. Mm-hmm. And when that kind of stuff's happening, right as you're about to go up in the air, I'd be fucking freaking out,
Apparently there were children crying hysterically nonstop.
I bet.
Some post-traumatic stress from that, probably.
Yeah.
But
I hear their stock has gone way down, and I'm sure they're about to get hit with a lawsuit.
Right. In addition, they had an earlier controversy a couple weeks ago where so they have a guest policy where stewardesses or pilots can bring family members for either a discounted price or whatever. But apparently there's a dress code. And so there were two 10-year-old girls trying to get on this flight, and they were wearing leggings, and they were not allowed to board the flight, and they made them go buy dresses to wear over their leggings before they would come on the flight. What do you think about it?
I don't know. I just think that's so ridiculous, especially it was leggings. It's not even these girls are in bathing suits and something and trying to get on the flight. They're also with their parent, I'm assuming, who is a United Airlines staff member, and you're going to make them go do that. And Yeah, I just think that's so strange. It's also like, who is the airplane to decide what these girls can and can't wear? Out of all entities to say that you can't wear leggings, it's ridiculous.
Jenna, any thoughts?
I just think it just doesn't make sense because also how would people know that they represent the United Airlines? I mean, honestly, if this was like, it's really funny because like they were like making them like wear dresses like for their own like PR thing, even though that just made a bigger PR blunder. So along with the guy being dragged off, like I just think, wow. Yeah. It's like really, I don't know, I find it really funny that like now everyone's like not wanting to book a flight with them.
I had a really bad incident with United Airlines one time. We got on the flight and apparently their computers had crashed the night before and they just didn't really fix it and they thought the problem would fix itself. And then we ended up sitting on the plane like for like 3 hours, like not moving. Like they boarded the plane and we had to just sit there. And then we finally took off. Everyone missed their connecting flight. So we had to wait in an airport for like 12 hours for our next connecting flight. And then they gave us like a $7 meal voucher. So like we missed a bunch of stuff. But what can you do?
Yeah.
And they know it. Like they know what else can you do, and that's why
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
like allowed
Yeah.
to like be horrible to their paying
I feel
customers.
Like flights are something you shouldn't overbook either. It's not like what is the chance that people don't show up to it? Like very slim. Like that's something you paid like a large amount of money for. Like you're gonna show up to your flight.
Yeah.
Or at least try your hardest.
Yeah, I think it's kind of ridiculous. I think it would be way more important in my eyes to like just like take the L and like fly with empty seats instead of making people have to get off who actually paid for it. Doesn't make any sense to me.
That's the thing though, that's the thing with like corporations. They don't care about, their customers. They care about making profits, and they can make, a little bit more money by overbooking a flight. And if some people have to get forcibly dragged off the flight by the police, well, that's their problem.
Do you get refunded if you can't be on a plane because it's overbooked?
Nope.
You don't get refunded?
I feel like you would.
Like, you get the next flight heading to wherever you're going, but then you have to just sort of sit there and wait for it. Like I said, that's what happened to us.
I have seen though, and I've done it multiple times, but I've never gotten picked, that when they do they overbook a flight, they give the option. They'll be like, if you will wait till the next flight, we'll give you like $500 airplane stipend, or like, because I had that with JetBlue flights, and I always choose it, and I never get picked. But
oh, that's interesting.
like, if you don't have anywhere you really need to be, then I guess it makes sense. But if absolutely no one on that flight was able to, like, you can't kick people off.
Yeah.
I would kick a stewardess off and let them sit in the stewardess chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that Delta tweeted on our airline, like, you can wear leggings or something? And everyone was retweeting it, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah. I don't understand that either, but United is really, really, their stocks are going downhill.
Good.
Great news. We can all get cheap United Airlines tickets
No,
soon.
this is the
Coming
wrong
soon.
message to take from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, United, you really effed up. Sorry, but that's all the time we have. So join us on our next segment. Welcome back to our next segment on Yak Back. This time we're going to be doing a twofer. We're going to be talking about millennials and how they love their Botox. And then we're also going to be talking about the Netherlands and how they have a very interesting game show. Here to talk about it, we have Allie, Bernsey, and Jenna. So do any of you guys know anything about either topic? Explain.
I'm going to go for Botox here. I know a little bit. Apparently, Botox is on the rise. A ton of celebrities are doing it, so you can get rid of your wrinkles. And millennials are starting to do it, like, I guess we're pretty young, so I think, like, earlier. And then Botox, for the first year in a while, has surpassed Viagra in general sales. So it's becoming, I think, like, one of the leading, like, cosmetic drugs, I guess you'd call it. And it's also celebrating its 15-year anniversary. So good for you, Botox.
Wow, only 15 years. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So young.
You'd think. Bernsey, would you ever get Botox?
I already do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason
Howie
why you
has
looked
no
so
wrinkles.
fresh.
I have
So young.
I have some problem areas on my face, so I have to get Botox regularly, and I was responsible for that increase in usage.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
At what age do we think people are getting Botox?
Well, what
Like,
what age are millennials? Like that's something I'm always confused about. Like
definitely not like 40. I feel like you shouldn't be.
No, it
using
goes into like
Botox.
early 30s.
Yeah.
And I feel like the people getting it are probably 30, and they probably are just afraid of getting old, and they just want to look young forever. So it's more of a preventative, you know?
Will
That makes
Botox
sense.
prevent?
That makes sense.
I feel like it
I
would,
think I
'cause
already
it's
have
right into your
wrinkles,
face.
and I'm
I
what
also already
21.
have.
But if that, it kind of makes sense because if you start using it now, you prevent aging. But like what the article said was like a 40-year-old cannot look like a 20-year-old, but somebody can look like 39 for like 20 years. So if you
So if you hop on the train early, you can stay on it
you can
longer.
stay
Is
right.
what you're saying?
Yeah, that makes.
That's-
I'm
I
not
can
like
see
I'm
why
not.
this is tempting.
Yeah, I'm not condoning it, but I see
condone
it
it.
makes some sense.
Yeah.
I mean, people have the right to do whatever they
If
want.
you can
with their
afford
bodies,
it,
but-
then
Yeah, is Botox is probably super expensive
Yeah. I
because
I feel like
wrinkle
Botox
cream is
isn't
like
even that expensive because I know
Don't
people who get it for like medical reasons.
for
like,
armpit sweating.
armpit sweating.
Yeah, my friend does that too. It actually works really well.
And it's
Maybe
like-
that's why people think that millennials are getting it. Maybe we're just
maybe
sweaty.
we're just sweaty.
Yeah.
No one likes to be sweaty, and
Yeah.
so we're doing something about it. All the other people are just like those old sweaty people at the gym.
Exactly. I think that we're onto something here.
Yeah.
I know that wrinkle cream is like $60 for like a tiny thing of it or something.
probably.
Not that I use it.
I mean, makeup in general is expensive. I would assume like wrinkle cream would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet you probably could get Botox covered under insurance a little bit too.
Maybe.
I feel like it's interesting, like that Viagra and Botox are kind of grouped together because I think they're two like very stereotypical drugs for like older women and older men. And now Botox is winning. It's feminism for you.
Yeah. Feminism.
That's what it is.
Yay, Botox.
Well, if we had real feminism, we would just allow women to age more
Yeah, I was
naturally.
You
Just
know what? You have a
thinking
point,
that.
there, Bernsey. You have a point.
Yeah, just saying. Because when I said I'm not condoning it, everyone kind of got a little defensive. But I don't think
Yeah.
I think it's okay if you use it, but I don't think it's like a great thing. Like especially if people in their 20s are starting to use it. That's
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I don't think it's a great thing to like be on the rise because then it's like, is this going to be mainstream? Like people are going to look a certain way because they're using Botox so much, and then people who don't use Botox feel like they have to
Right.
look like that. It's
Exactly.
like not a good like cycle.
makeup, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other news, the Netherlands.
Nice.
So what happened in the Netherlands is apparently they had this pilot show. It's a game show, and it's I guess inappropriate. But then they started airing it, and just a sampling of some segments are they would put up a female and have the participants guess if she was fat or pregnant. And then additionally, there was one where there was male people of Asian descent, and they would guess if they were Chinese or Japanese. What do you think about that?
I just think that that's just really strange to me because I feel like at this day and age, it's like if you're going to do a game show, like, yes, one, it's offensive, and two, it's also just like what creativity is behind that besides picking at other people. Like, there's those people who win whatever money's on this game show, what are they doing that they deserve it? And like, there's just like, whoever came up with it was like, it's just like, there's no thought behind it, and it's like annoying that that a show like that would even go into production or get that far, you know?
I don't understand how they would get any funding. I feel like any TV exec ever would be like, this is gonna cause some controversy. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
But controversy can be good. I mean, we're all talking about it. Like
Yeah.
now
Are
the
we
whole
gonna
world
go watch
knows
it?
about this.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't sit down and watch the show. And I wonder if the show's having a hard time like getting advertisers because I feel like advertisers are sometimes
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like weird about that kind of stuff.
That is very true.
Well, advertisers go to where the viewers are.
That's true.
So, the correct answer is for me to say, oh, that's a bad idea. But like, the real answer is for me to, like, I think I would watch that because it's like, it sounds interesting. Like, I think people want to see like controversial things. And like if I was talking to my boss, I would say I wouldn't want to watch that. But then if you're in front of your TV and it comes on, like, has anybody seen the Jerry Springer show?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just like my mom hates it, or she says she hates it, but then we were like sitting there watching it, and we just like couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah, it's like
So
that
it's like
game
that.
show, network show, Baggage.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
show.
it's
Love
so
it.
bad.
It's bad, but I love it.
Baggage is like this game show. It's like a dating show. So it's like, let's say you're the person looking for a date. All three of us have like a little bag, a medium-sized bag, and a big-sized bag. And it's like your baggage. So like sometimes we'll open the little one and it will be like, I never clip my toenails, like honestly. And you have to like
That's a real
decide
one.
if you can keep me around or not. Like if you can handle my baggage.
Oh.
And then you have a big bag too, so at the end, whoever you pick has to decide if they're into your baggage. But it's never something like, I have deeply suppressed like family issues. It's always just like wicked weird stuff.
Like I eat deodorant and I can't stop.
That's
Yes.
actually something I'll be
Yeah,
on.
that's something
and like,
to be on it.
That was on a TLC, one of those strange addictions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll watch anything now that we get onto this topic. Like, I've seen so many like stupid reality shows.
You'd think with like all of these TV shows out there, like someone would have hired us by now.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess not. Only yak for us, and that's all the time we have. So we'll catch you on the next segment. Welcome back to our final episode of this week's Yak Back. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the fast food world. Here to talk about it, we have Allie, Jake, and Anthony. Any of you want to elaborate on any of them?
I want to get to talking here.
Okay.
So apparently there was an issue with Dunkin' Donuts. They weren't giving real butter. Am I correct here?
Yes.
So now everyone's getting their muffins buttered for free. 1,400 people.
1,400 people.
But here's
Muffins
my
buttered.
thing.
Authenticated
Why
butter.
does Dunkin' Donuts have to apologize for that? What the hell did you think you were signing up for? You were getting butter at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I'd be fine as long as it tasted like butter. Like, what even is real on fast food chains? Like, you think that sausage is real?
Personally, I'm a big fan of I can't believe it's not
I
butter, which is
love
in
I
fact not butter.
Wait, so was
Way
it margarine? Was it margarine?
No, I think it was just butter substitute.
Oh.
Like it was like margarine type butter. Like all of those things that taste exactly like butter. Sometimes
So-
better. Easy to spread on the muffins.
That's the biggest thing I feel. Like the convenience is what you pay for, not
Yeah.
like the authenticity of the butter.
If I got a
Why
hard
butter?
butter chip, I'd be pissed.
Also, I can't help but bring this up. On the topic of butter, like that butter that you dip lobster in.
Oh,
Melted
well, that's
butter?
just melt. That's just. What do you mean? That's not a different kind of butter. That's melted.
Oh, it's a whole different context.
I get very annoyed in my house if like I open the fridge and like I have like, let's say, a piece of banana bread, and all I have are the sticks of butter that have been in the fridge. It's like, how the fuck are you gonna spread that around a piece of banana bread? It
You
just
know
gets
what?
caught up in it.
Now Dunkin' Donuts
I just put the chunk
Dunkin'
on and it's
Donuts?
full of.
is gonna
That's a
get
smart idea.
screwed. They're gonna get screwed because now everyone who goes to those Dunkin' Donuts locations that now have to use real butter, they're gonna be pissed. Their bagels are just gonna have chunks every so often.
yeah, it's just not
gonna
as
take an
good.
extra 10 seconds.
I'm gonna say Dunkin' Donuts used to have in their breakfast sandwiches. They used to have these like their egg used to be just like a big yellow like sponge looking thing, and now they switched over to like it looks like a real egg and it like
It
tastes
is a
more
real
like a real egg. But I miss that yellow little frisbee,
I don't
whatever
go
it
to
was.
Dunkin' Donuts for taste. I go for taste.
You like Dunkin' Donuts
But not-
taste?
yeah.
I love Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
But it's like
I
that
worked there
it's
and
the
I still like
showmanship.
it.
Yeah, like
You know what's
see
not
the ins and
saying
outs,
something,
you still
but
like it.
Chicken bacon ranch. that
Oh, I don't
Dunkin's
go
is
that
serving.
far.
Don't get it. No, excuse me. Chicken bacon ranch is all right. The chicken parm, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That
That
sounds
was
like a not Dunkin'
trash.
Donuts food to
It
eat.
was
Like
plastic.
that's disgusting.
I've gotten a sandwich there once or twice.
I used to get the chicken salad all the time. It was pretty good.
Chicken salad's actually pretty good too. You gotta get adventurous sometimes, you know? Like, you can't be confined to. My go-to is to get a sausage and cheese and an everything bagel, and I eat the sandwich upside down, and I take the bottom part of the bagel off, and I put cream cheese on it. So I eat that like it's a bagel with cream cheese, and then I eat the sandwich like that.
I get 2 wake-up wraps, sausage wake-up wraps, and then an everything bagel with cream cheese already on it, as I mentioned before.
What about
Yeah.
you?
Thanks.
I eat a bagel with cream cheese, not toasted. I'm really vanilla.
I switch it up. Every time I
Milli
go, it's
Vanilli.
something different. I like the strawberry cream cheese.
I think it's a strawberry colada.
Oh, dank.
You gotta go
So
coffee
good.
colada if you're
No.
going colada.
I drank too many coffee coladas. I used to be like that. Kind of like apple juice.
What was it like working at Dunkin' Donuts? Like, do you get a staff meal at Dunkin'
You
Donuts?
can eat one bagel or one donut at a time, as many as you can, but you can only ever have one at a time.
You can't be holding
such a
two
weird
bagels,
rule.
then you get
No
fired.
double fisting.
You can't be
But you can have a
double-fisting
bagel and a
donuts.
muffin at the same time.
No, you can't have muffins.
Oh.
Are they like just above donuts and like the breakfast food?
I
bar?
think
Like,
they're just sauce. No, we don't make as many of them. That's why, because you don't want to run out of them. But yeah, it wasn't terrible. They frost everything in house. I used to make all the donuts. They bake all the bagels. The eggs are real. They're just frozen. So
Question.
That's why they like look like that.
Is it
Were the
true
old
that
eggs
they
real?
like throw away all like the pastries at the end of the day or
Yeah,
whatever?
they have to because they only have a 1 day expiration date.
Shame.
But on to our other topic, because this is a twofer. Burger King recently released a commercial that started out with, "Okay Google, what is in a Whopper?" And so everyone in the vicinity of that commercial who has an Android-enabled device with their OK Google set up, their phone or whatever would just automatically start searching for the Whopper. I guess people got upset, but I think it's genius. I think that was a great marketing campaign.
I also feel like if I had an Android and it just like popped up, I'd be like, whoa, that was crazy. Like, I wouldn't be like, fuck you, Burger King, for making me look at what's in a Whopper.
If
Like,
you're watching
just
TV, you're not
press
doing
exit.
anything anyways. Also,
Why are you on your phone if you're supposedly watching TV?
commercial.
Oh, sorry, continue.
Also,
Oh,
I
that's
just
how
think
they're
that
that's how they're getting you.
I just don't think it's so exactly. It's a hell of a marketing campaign, but I don't think it's so controversial. Like those things are pretty sensitive. Like some guy I worked with this summer would use directions, and he would always say, "Okay, Google," but he had to hold it like there. So unless you're blasting your TV, it's probably not going to pick up on it. And even if it does, why are you going to complain? You're learning what's in a Whopper. It's a fun fact.
That's always good to know.
Always
But
good
also,
to know.
I wonder if
Unless you
Google comes
wanna
up
know.
and it's like
I don't know
a bunch
if
of
that's
the
like a real
chemicals
fun
that are in a
fact
Whopper
anyways.
and preservatives. Like, what if it actually lists all the ingredients?
Probably not. They probably tested it out ahead of time.
I'm kind of curious. Who has Android here?
I do. I just
do
don't
not.
have it set up.
Nerd.
But that's opposite. I just don't have the. You have to have your voice like thing
Do you have
calibrated.
a PC or a Mac?
I have a PC.
Are you one of those people that's just like there actually are better? It's
No,
better
I just can't
technology?
afford a Mac.
Yeah.
Join the club.
My PC was like $200.
My
It's great.
PC is garbage. It
I have a
lasted me
PC.
4 years, and it's just, at this point, it's just slowly dying. It takes like 5 minutes to open up Google. I should get a phone.
You get a phone? Okay, Google.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Full circle.
I'll give you that. Why not?
Full circle.
You know, it's interesting though, like the whole vein of like fast food like advertising online or not even online, just in the like the world. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Wendy's Twitter account, but
Yeah,
oh, it's
of
so
course.
great. It's
It's
What is
hilarious.
it? I love Wendy's.
They just like
Their
rash
Twitter-
on you. Like
yeah.
they're just all about Wendy's. So if you're like
What should I
debating,
order at McDonald's? They'll be like, nothing.
like they'll just tweet at you out of the blue. Like they don't even look out for people to use Wendy's. They look out for people to use other fast food chains and then just call them out. Taco Bell though, I had KFC recently for the first time
KFC's
since
dang.
second grade.
Oh,
KFC's
It was
dang.
all right, but I'm a big time Taco Bell guy.
Do you know KFC is like the most widely world distributed? Like when I
Widely.
was abroad, there was KFC everywhere.
Interesting.
Really, I would think Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is so good.
Really, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's
That's
like above.
that's like the
Chick-fil-A's
last thing I would
above.
expect.
Anyways,
Fast food.
that's all the time we have. So go out, buy your Burger King, buy your Dunkin' Donuts, get your muffins buttered. We'll see you next time.